Gender row boxer. The main Khalif roars, "I'm a woman," before being ushered away by coaches after reaching Olympics 2024 semi. The Algerian, 25, secured himself a medal by beating Hungary's Anna Lusa Mori in the 66 kg quarterfinal. He won by unanimous decision on the judges' decisions. Let me try this again, I fucked it up. He won by unanimous decision on the judges' scorecards, gleaming in delight after doing so. Following the fight, Khalif wrapped himself in the Algerian flag. Welterweight star turned to the press and defiantly yelled, "I'm a woman." Khalif's participation in the 2024 Games has sparked debate around the world after he failed a gender test at the Russian-led IBA sanctioned World Championships in New Delhi last year. He was born a man and identifies as transgender/intersex. Interesting. Khalif's first round bout with Angela Marini lasted 46 seconds, with the Italian later stating that she had never been hit so hard. Her coach also said this, "I don't know if her nose is broken. I had to speak with the girl, but many people in Italy tried to call her and tell her, 'Don't go please, it's a man, it's dangerous for you.'" Now, I don't know if you've seen a boxing match or not. Now, if two people of similar skill go up in a boxing match, what's going to happen? There's usually a whole bunch of bobbing and weaving and trying not to get hit by the punches. As Joe Rogan said this on his podcast. I mean, if you block a punch, you're still going to get hit in the arm, and that's still going to hurt, so you have to dodge. So there will be a lot of dodging, as opposed to being completely overwhelmed by your opponent. They also do a little bit of grappling as well. Usually the referee would break that up, but I think the person losing would initiate the grapple to take a breath, so to speak. If a woman gets tired from fighting a literal man and starts grappling with him, it's so easy for the man to just rip her arms off of his shoulders and then just break her nose. A hard right hook. On all levels, especially physical, this person is indeed a man. And by default, that is cheating. The only reason you guaranteed, like the article said, guaranteed a spot in the Olympics is because you identify as transgender/intersex. How's your ticket? You should not have wrapped yourself in the Algerian flag. You should not have represented your country in the Olympics. A cheater should not represent anything. I'm going to put you in the same category as Leah Thomas and Balian Bushbaum. Are you going to tell me right here this is a woman? That is definitely a full-blown man. Now, you know I'm not a big fan of abortion. You know I'm not a big fan of Planned Parenthood. But if you want to argue for another reason for abortion, I guess you can argue that your kids might grow up ending up doing something like this, cheating and bringing dishonor to their country. If you're not good at a sport, disclaimer, I'm not good at sports. But if you're not good at sports, you have two options. One, you can practice and get better at the sport, or two, you can simply not play it. Don't go invade a woman's personal space. I mean, I guess it's not really personal. Don't go and invade a woman's sport. Personally, it's for women, okay? So I guess it is kind of a personal space. Personal space for women, okay? Don't go and invade a personal space for women and dominate their sport and pretend like you're an athlete. I guess this is how I'm going to end the video. You know how when you play a Mario game, when you finish a level, you keep all those power-ups, correct? And thus you will have an easier time dealing with potential enemies. Being born a man means that you also have advantages to make it easier for you to beat women at the sport. Men have far more muscle mass overall, larger skeletal muscles in particular. Why did I say it like that? Men also have a larger shoulder girdle, which allows for more muscle on their shoulder, giving them an advantage in upper body strength. Men have stronger bones than women. Men have larger hearts and lungs than women. Men have more red blood cells, which absorb oxygen for an aerobic advantage, and have less body fat than women. Increasing testosterone levels in boys during puberty contribute to the difference in muscle mass between men and women. Testosterone also increases hemoglobin levels, which improves the male's cardiovascular system's oxygen carrying capacity, and have higher iron reserves than women, which is why it's unsafe and unfair. Just kidding, that's something different, especially due to menstruation, which makes it harder for women to transport oxygen in their blood. Those were 7 reasons why men and women should not compete. You can't take away puberty from a trans woman. They've already gone through the puberty in the first place. You're not going to reverse that process. Adding female hormones aren't going to replace the male hormones. They're still going to be there. They're going to be in the body, right? I mean, they're still going to be in the body. Hopefully, that's what the doctors hope for. Hopefully, the female hormones dominate, but they will not completely remove the male existence, so to speak.